Gamesline, Solon here from The Mix. I'm here with Jacob, developer of Ebenezer, Strange World. This is a wild game. You made a Charles Dickens Metroidvania game.
Yeah, I know, like another one.
Another one,
Oh
right,
my god,
yeah.
another Dickens Metroidvania game.
Chuck Dick, huh? What drew you to Chucky Dickens?
Well, it started as just kind of like a kind of conversation with Carlos, the person. He came and said, what if we made a game based on A Christmas Carol? And you know, this is kind of like an exercise. We started talking about it,
right.
And we realized that there were these kind of aspects of the book that we really could expand into like a fantasy sort of concept.
Wait, hold on, wait, stop. There are aspects of Charles Dickens' book, well, that you can like negotiate through spike trap pits.
I know.
And
so
backdashes.
Let me kind of go to the main one. There's a scene in the book, I believe it's after Ebenezer is talking to Jacob Marley.
Yeah.
And Ebenezer looks out the window and he sees London is just filled with ghosts. And
right? Okay.
He's told by Marley,
oh no.
All these ghosts, you know, they've wanted to do good things in life, but they can't because they were poor in life. They realized like the meaning of existence is other people, helping other people, being generous. And their torture is they're stuck on this earth, unable to do that. And so we kind of expanded like this. Like, okay, what if London is filled with spirits? And what if they all want to do good things? And we decided to combine it with the Metroidvania mechanics. So as you go through the story in the quest, you meet dozens of other ghosts.
I'm so mad at how much sense this makes.
And
holy shit.
The ghosts want to do good things. And if you do good things on their behalf, they help you. And you can then call on them whenever you need. And
oh my god, I needed to hear it from you because I have been just thinking about this game for way too long because I'm just by the concept alone, I'm like, what is happening here? But then you tell me, yeah, Charles Dickens wrote about a world full of ghosts and rats, and we just kind of extrapolate from there. It's like, damn, you're right. Yeah, and I'm mad that you're right.
And we realized,
I wanted this to be like me picking apart. You're like, your lore is so wrong and whack. You know, no, you're kind of right, though, man. Okay.
So with these ghosts, you get special attacks. So there's like a prisoner ghost where if you call on him, he'll come out and he'll strike someone. There's like
he shakes the chains.
There's a watchmaker ghost where if you call on her, this clock appears and she's able to hold the dial steady.
Oh my god, that's so Metroidvania. That so works. Yep.
Thing is Metroidvanias have a lot of common movement mechanics, double jumps, dashes.
Yep.
So instead of making it so just Ebenezer has the ability to do this,
which he does,
ghosts,
it's very cool.
The ghosts are the ones actually doing it. So instead of a double jump, you jump and you call on this ghost of a trapeze artist. She swings in, grabs your hands, and tosses you up. Of course.
No, I'm getting your world now. I'm seeing how you are seeing Charles Dickens, and I'm like, damn it, you're right. If there were just ghosts all over London, and then spike traps and rats, then that's a Metroidvania.
Yeah, so,
I get how you've gone from A to B to C.
And so while there are all these fantastical elements, some of which I assume Dickens wouldn't have intended, we try to tie it back to kind of root concepts in the book. So we have two different kinds of villains. We have the human ones and the ghost ones. The ghost villains are the same, ghosts. They're stuck on this earth, but unlike these other ones, they never figured out the concept of generosity. They don't want to help people. And since the book is tied, a little bit of humanity to that concept, the fact that they don't want to do it means that they've lost their humanity. And as they stay on this earth, they start losing their human form, losing their memory, and we've created dozens of these what we call unrepentant spirits.
So you are reinforcing the main themes of A Christmas Story, of Charles Dickens, and you're reinforcing them by saying if Charles Dickens does not follow through with what the ghosts want, then he will turn into one of these unrepentant ghosts that is greedy and malicious and malignant.
Yeah, and
wow.
we create unique backstories for these ghosts, unique visuals.
Yep.
So everything in this, for every good ghost, every bad ghost, has a backstory, has a name, and it explains why they are the way they are.
Yep.
So the overarching plot of the game is this idea that Ebenezer, what happened to him happens to other people. You have like a friend or a relative who sees someone going down the wrong path. They call on the Christmas spirits and they try to put him back on. So the main villain is this guy called Casper Malthus, who's a rich industrialist whose family has just always wanted to do away with the surplus population of London. He's visited by a friend of his who died, who says, "You're going down the wrong path. I'm going to show you these three spirits." So he goes on a journey in his past, his present, and he's taken into the future, where he sees himself living to 100 in this decrepit, rundown, no friends, trying to come up with the device to get rid of the surplus population, the tool of the spark of like industry or automation, and he does it, but he dies before he can even implement it. And Casper, for a moment, sees, oh my God, I'm going to waste my life. He comes back to the present, everything's good, but before Casper can have that, what day is it, young man?
Right.
This fourth spirit appears, this dark spirit.
This dark spirit?
This dark spirit. And who comes to him and says, in a different tone than I'm about to say it, "Listen, dude, you just went to the future. You saw this device.
Right.
Why don't you just make it now?"
Oh my God.
And
just do it now. That's a great thing.
Do it now. And so the game,
oh my God, that lands with Christmas Carol.
So the game starts on the eve of Casper Malthus coming up with this device and kicking all the workers out of his factory. On Christmas, there are strikes and protests, and this ghost, who was his friend, is like, well, I screwed that one up. That didn't work the way I intended. But he needs a mortal to act on his behalf to try to right it.
Thus, Ebenezer.
So he finds Ebenezer. And that's where the game starts. But we wanted to keep,
that's the invisible world.
Yeah, we wanted to keep, again, where we tried to keep as much of the kind of overarching themes. So
the themes are all there, and I'm mad that I get it. Yeah.
We're not trying to beat Casper Malthus.
No.
The point of this, the point of the game, is you are now trying to get him on the right path. So what you're questing, what you're trying to do, is find symbols of his past, present, and future to confront Casper Malthus with them and try to wrestle him from the control of this dark spirit.
Okay. I desperately need some grounding because that story is fantastic and I get it now and I don't want to get it anymore. I need something grounded. Making Ebenezer. How has it gone making Ebenezer? Because I know this is like y'all's first game.
We got to work with a lot of really talented programmers, really talented artists, and we were able to kind of.
How did you find everybody? Just folks that you knew,
and people that we knew from past projects that we worked with before.
Yeah,
and we just had a common vision for it, and
you had a common vision. Okay, sorry. Yes. That is beautiful and insane.
And we were just so lucky to know so many good, talented people, and we've been working on it for almost 2 years now.
Yep. And Charles Dickens is just in the public, thing. So.
Oh, I hope so.
Sorry,
you better check that.
Newsflash are good.
He absolutely is.
He's so dead. Yeah. In the dirt, totally fine.
Yeah, and just we got to have them run wild. Like I said, how every bad guy has a backstory. We got to tell our artists just go crazy. Just
I love that.
Come up with these creatures. Come up with an idea of why they look that way. We'll flesh it out. And
so the artist would come back to getting at you, and then what? And you'd look at it and be like, oh, I know what direction we're taking all of this now.
Yeah, and it's just been a lot of fun to work with them.
Caspar was also visited by 3 Christmas spirits, much like Jacob Marley appeared before you. What I did not foresee, a dark spirit emerged from the shadows.
I just look at it and I see a power of iteration, right? You're working with talented people, they're giving you their talented ideas and feedback, and everyone's working together, and just as a collaborative effort, all of your stuff just grows into what is an insane concept, but it all works. It all works really cleanly and strongly, and I don't know, it's such a cool thing.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. It's really been just like a really fun project to just kind of create and just have your imagination go wild. And again, I'm just happy that it seems to be resonating with a lot of people.
How has that been? Because you've had a lot of success resonating with folks, and it's your first time doing all this, you know?
Yeah. Again, it's been nice that people get what we're trying to do with it.
Yeah.
Because you can do it in your head, you can talk to your team about it, and they all like it. But it's really when you get it out there, we're like, is this going to make sense to anyone? And it has. And the common reaction is, this is ridiculous, but I love it. Or, this is insane. I never would have thought anyone would have wanted to do this, but I love it. And we just hope people get to enjoy it. It's just so great to see something you created come out there.
That's so cool. I look at it and it's something so tangible to me that it's hilarious, but also fully grounded. I get it. It makes sense immediately. It takes, a story that everyone knows and just combines it with a gamic language that is totally understandable. And I think folks get that really easily. And it reminds me about how, there is so much to make in this world. Because when I look at this on its face, I'm like, oh, of course, this doesn't make sense, but you can just do it. It feels freeing. It feels like, oh, I can make anything. There's like a remix aspect to it that's kind of punkish. What's next? So it's coming out soon. No, isn't it already out?
It's coming out November 3rd.
It's coming out really soon.
Yeah.
So what is left to work on for it, and what's
it's very close. We're still looking for if anyone has feedback, because we want to make sure we're responding to people who are enjoying it. But we're just really just trying to get kind of a leg up to show it to people, because it's very easy for a game to just get lost in the weeds. Again, everything here is a great project, and we're just trying to hopefully people will see it and hopefully people will enjoy it. That's what we're hoping for right now. Beyond that, we'll have to see what happens, but we just want people to be able to enjoy the game.
That's sweet. That's a nice place to be. Well, I got one more question. It's really been burning my calves. I don't know a whole lot about the story of A Christmas Carol, but I do know that Tiny Tim did not die. However, he's a ghost in this game.
He's not a ghost in the game, and I know why you think he is one. I guess all orphans look the same to you.
Wow.
Wait, Tiny Tim wasn't an orphan. God.
Is he an orphan?
No, he's not. He was.
No, he's not. He's
Cratchit,
a beautiful, loving family.
So I guess all Victorian-era children.
All Victorian-era children do look
reps.
identical to me.
So what that character is a ghost of an orphan child who was on the streets, who really was invested in making sure his friends were okay. And if you were able to help one of his friends, he'll join you. And what he does is he gives you kind of a jump kick power. So if you do a kind of a downward dive kick thing, he'll appear and you'll be next to Ebenezer doing it.
I just saw the trailers. I see
you're not the first person to say
giving you a dive kick, and I'm like, yes!
Tiny Tim is in the game, but he's quite alive.
He's quite alive. He did not die. All right, you heard it here first. Thank you, Jacob.
Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to look at the game. Yeah.
Thank you for answering all my annoying questions. This was awesome, and I love where Ebenezer's going. I can't wait to come out in November.
Yeah, thank you.